Imagine a world where the ground beneath your feet is a river of liquid fire. No oxygen to breathe, no blue sky above, only a rain of burning rocks from the dark space. This was not a distant planet. This was our Earth 4 billion years ago. But how did this hell turn into the beautiful home we have today? Deep inside the first cooling rocks, a secret was hidden that changed everything forever. Welcome to English Listening Lab. Subscribe and join our journey through time. Before we continue, we want to know you better. Please write in the comments, how old are you and which city are you watching us from? Our community is growing every day, and your geography is very important to us. To understand the biography of our planet, we must travel back to the very beginning. 4.5 billion years ago, there was no Earth. There was only a massive cloud of dust and gas circling a young sun. Gravity, the invisible force of the universe, began to pull this dust together. It was a violent birth. Thousands of massive rocks crashed into each other, creating a giant glowing sphere of liquid stone. If you could stand on the earth at that time, you would not survive for a single second. The temperature was over 1,000 degrees. There was no solid ground, only a sea of lava. The atmosphere was thick with poisonous gases like carbon dioxide and sulfuric acid. It looked like a vision of hell. But even in this fire, the earth was organizing itself. Heavy metals like iron and nickel were sinking to the center, creating a powerful magnetic core. This core is our first hero, because it created an invisible shield that protects us from the sun's deadly radiation even today. Without this shield, the Earth would be as dead as Mars. Then, something miraculous happened. The Earth began to move through the cold vacuum of space, and its surface started to cool down. A thin layer of rock appeared on the top, like a crust on a loaf of bread. But the air was still filled with thick clouds. Then the water arrived. Some scientists believe it came from millions of icy comets hitting the planet. Others think it was trapped inside the rocks and released as steam from volcanoes. When the temperature dropped just enough, the clouds opened. It started to rain. This was not a normal rain. This was a storm that lasted for thousands, perhaps millions of years. Can you imagine the sound of water hitting hot lava for 1,000,000 years? The valleys filled up and the first oceans were born. The red planet was slowly turning blue. This water was the soup of life, the place where our story truly begins. But the oceans were not just water. They were chemical labs. Deep at the bottom of the sea, near hot volcanic vents, the first molecules of life began to form. They were simple, but they had a dream. They learned how to eat the sunlight. These tiny organisms, called cyanobacteria, started a revolution. They produced a waste product that was poisonous to almost everything else at the time. That product was oxygen. Slowly, over millions of years, these tiny heroes changed the atmosphere. They painted the sky blue. They created the ozone layer to block the dangerous sun rays. Because of these microscopic creatures, the Earth became a place where complex life could finally breathe. It is a reminder that you don't have to be big to change the world. You just need enough time and persistence. As the atmosphere became clear, the surface of the Earth remained restless. The land was not one solid piece. It was broken into giant plates that flowed on the hot, liquid mantle below. These plates move as fast as your fingernails grow, but their power is terrifying. They have spent billions of years traveling around the globe, crashing into each other and breaking apart. 300 million years ago, all the land was pushed together into one giant supercontinent called Pangaea. Imagine a world where you could walk from the North Pole to the South Pole without ever crossing an ocean. There were no borders, no separate countries, only one endless forest and one massive desert. But Pangaea was not the end of the story. Deep heat from the core started to push the land apart. Huge cracks appeared in the ground, and the oceans rushed in to fill the space. This movement, which we call plate tectonics, is the great architect of our world. It created the Atlantic Ocean. It pushed the mountains up to the clouds. When India crashed into Asia, it was so powerful that the ground went up, creating the Himalayas and Mount Everest. Every high mountain you see is a scar from a massive collision that happened millions of years ago. The Earth is a giant slow-motion puzzle that is still being solved today. As the supercontinent Pangaea began to break apart, the world entered its most famous chapter, the era of the dinosaurs. For 165 million years, these incredible creatures were the masters of the earth. To understand this scale of time, remember that humans have only been here for a tiny fraction of that. If the dinosaurs were a long book, our human history would be just the final word on the last page. During this time, the Earth was much warmer and greener than it is today. There was no ice at the North or South poles. Giant reptiles swam in warm seas where Europe is today, and massive forests covered Antarctica. It was a world of giants. There were herbivores like the Brachiosaurus, as tall as a 5-story building, and famous hunters like the Tyrannosaurus rex. These animals were not just monsters. They were a highly successful and complex part of our planet's biography. But the history of Earth always has a dramatic twist. 66 million years ago, a massive object from space, an asteroid 10 kilometers wide, was traveling toward our planet at incredible speed. It hit the shallow ocean near the coast of modern-day Mexico. The impact was more powerful than 1 billion atomic bombs. It created a wall of fire that traveled across the globe in minutes and sent a massive cloud of dust into the atmosphere. The sun disappeared. For months, or even years, the Earth was in total darkness. Without sunlight, the plants died. Without plants, the giant herbivores could not eat, and soon the hunters had nothing to hunt. It was a global catastrophe that ended the reign of the dinosaurs forever. But this disaster was also a reset button for the planet. In the shadows of the dinosaurs, small, furry animals had been living quietly. These were the first mammals, our very distant ancestors. They were small enough to hide in holes and eat almost anything to survive the dark years. When the dust finally cleared and the sun returned, the giant reptiles were gone, but the mammals were still here. The Earth had a clean slate, and it was finally our turn to begin the journey toward the modern world. But how do we know all these secrets? How can we be sure about things that happened billions of years ago? The answer is hidden in our material trigger, the zircon crystal. Imagine a tiny transparent stone, smaller than a grain of sand. This crystal is the oldest thing you can ever touch. The zircon crystal was born in the fire of the very first volcanoes. It is stronger than steel and harder than time itself. It has survived the great floods, the breaking of continents, and the death of the dinosaurs. Scientists look inside these crystals like they are reading a book. They carry the chemical memory of the Earth's first days. If this crystal could speak, it would tell us that we are just a tiny part of a much bigger story. It reminds us that while our lives are short, the Earth has a long and deep memory. As the continents continued their slow dance, life on Earth became more complex and more beautiful. Giant forests covered the land, and the first dinosaurs appeared. For millions of years, they were the masters of the planet. They lived in a world that was much warmer and greener than ours. But the Earth is a place of constant change. 65 million years ago, a massive rock from space hit the planet near Mexico. It was a day of fire and darkness. The age of the dinosaurs ended in an instant, but this tragedy created an opportunity. With the dinosaurs gone, small animals, our ancestors, could finally come out of the shadows. These were the mammals. They were small, but they were smart and adaptable. But just as life was becoming comfortable again, the Earth changed its mind. The climate began to cool, the sun's energy became weaker, and the great ice ages began. Giant walls of ice, several kilometers thick, began to crawl from the north and south poles. They crushed everything in their path. The oceans became frozen deserts, and the sea levels dropped so low that new land appeared between continents. Most animals could not survive this extreme cold, but this was the moment when our ancestors had to become truly human. The ice forced us to be creative. We learned how to control fire to stay warm and cook food. We learned how to make clothes from animal skins to protect our bodies. We learned how to live in tribes and, most importantly, how to tell stories. The cold did not kill us. It made us who we are today. It forced us to cooperate and think about the future. When the ice finally melted, it left behind the great lakes and fertile valleys where our first civilizations began. Today, we look at our planet and we feel like we are the masters of everything. We build giant cities that glow in the dark, we fly planes across the oceans, and we change the flow of great rivers. But we must remember the scale of time. If the history of Earth was a 24-hour clock, humans only arrived in the very last 2 seconds before midnight. We are just guests here, enjoying the beauty of a world that was prepared for us over billions of years. The Biography of Earth is a story of incredible balance. It is a story of fire and ice, movement and stillness, life and death. Our planet is a beautiful, breathing machine. Every breath of oxygen you take was prepared by ancient organisms millions of years ago. Every drop of water you drink has traveled through the bodies of dinosaurs and ancient trees before reaching your glass. We are connected to every part of this history. Thank you for spending these 20 minutes with us at English Listening Lab. We hope this story helped you practice your English and gave you a new perspective on our home. Learning a language is very much like the history of the Earth. It requires patience. It requires many small changes over a long time. It may feel slow, like the movement of continents, but in the end, you build something that lasts forever. If you enjoyed this journey through time, please give us a like and share your favorite part of the story in the comments. Are you interested in the fire of the volcanoes or the silence of the ice? Tell us what you think. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep stories in English. Every comment and every like helps our channel grow and allows us to create more lessons for you. See you in the next lesson.